What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another update. Today we have some exciting news, and I'm going to be mainly focusing on, as you can see, we have new batches of eggs. All the batches of eggs that we've had so far in the last couple of weeks here. So this is a new recent batch of eggs from the Starlight Pleco rack. So I was doing my water changes or just daily inspection of the tank, and I happened to see some eggs get kicked out in the back there. Scooped it up, put it in here, and I opened up the little mesh or whatever on the top so that there's no blockage in here at all. So that's why some of the shrimps got in here, but the shrimps should be okay because they won't actually eat the eggs. They'll just eat debris and stuff around the eggs. But as you can see, we have some little dots here, and they're starting to grow their bodies and whatnot to absorb the yolk. So that is exciting. So we got some new Starlight Pleco Fry coming in, and we do need to do a water change here soon for that tank along with the actual main tank. But let's go ahead and do a quick browse of the tank just to see if there's any eggs that kicked out. Also, we do have some exciting news with the Peppermint Pleco group here. We haven't had them do a really big batch of eggs for almost like a year now, but we did have one. And what was crazy was I didn't even notice that they had eggs in here. I just presumed that they weren't going to have any this year as well. But yeah, they all hatch. Like the dad kept all the eggs, they fanned them and all that, and we had a bunch that ran out, and they ran in the back here. I had some clips of them, you can kind of see. Alrighty, look at this batch of Plecos. This came surprising in the back of the filter. So this is the tank of the Peppermint Pleco here, the overflow box. Obviously the hole is big enough for them to kind of fit through. I wasn't expecting any eggs, but apparently they had eggs, and a bunch of them got trapped back here. So luckily I was checking the filters here. Normally I clean this like at least once or twice a week. So I'm back here and I was checking, and I saw a bunch of them literally just all trapped in this chamber here and a little bit in here. There was a couple of them in the tank still. So I went and I scooped all the ones that were trapped back there, and then the ones that I can see in the tank. Later tonight I'm going to check that again just to make sure that there's no lingering babies that got trapped. But it looks like this clutch is pretty big. This is I haven't had a peppermint clutch in a while, except for the ones that we had earlier in a couple weeks ago with just a few of them. But this is from the parent actually, fanning the eggs and whatnot, so the success rate is definitely a lot higher if you can keep it with the parents, but obviously you can't, not with all of them, because some of them are inexperienced, they kick them out. But yeah, this one looks like it's going to be a big clutch. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the tank, the grow-out tank over here. I'm double checking the leopard frog Plecos just because I know that they actually can spawn, but I haven't seen any eggs or anything like that. I would like to try to get these eggs and hopefully grow them up. But over here in the grow-out tank here, I'll show you guys the Peppermint Pleco Fry here. Look at them. There's a ton of them. Like you saw in the little clip here that I had. There's a ton of them in the back there, They're all under here as well. You kind of see them under there. They're all over the place. They're all on top there as well. Yeah, I'm super excited to have them fry, but with fry in this tank, that means I just have to do a little bit more water change in here, just to kind of keep the tank a little bit cleaner. Just because look at all that poop. All that poop. So if you guys are wondering why there's so much eggs or spawn that occurs during winter months for myself, it's because of the water parameter changes. So there's huge water changes. Well, not huge. It's like the same amount of water change that I would normally do in the tank, but the water from the tap comes out like extra cold just because it's winter and it's like, a lot chillier. And then there's a heater in the tank that ramps up the temperature back to the normal state. And that basically triggers them to spawn, kind of similar to what they would, occur during rainy season in nature. And so I have a lot of my spawns occur during winter months, all the way up until about when spring starts. And that's, when most of these guys will spawn. Occasionally they'll spawn, during summer once here and there, but for the most part, you know, most of my spawns occur during winter months, and then what will happen is, you know, you'll get a batch of little fries here, and then what we'll do is we'll grow them out the whole year, and then around, you know, fall time is when I generally will get them about sellable size, and I'll start, you know, distributing or start selling them off to other hobbyists, because obviously I can't keep them all. I'll only keep a few of them to kind of just, you know, increase the group size. If I'm like, you know, maybe if I need a female or something like that, I'll kind of roll the dice to see if, you know, maybe this is a female, grow it out. If not, you know, we'll kind of just sell most of these guys. But yeah, this peppermint batch is actually probably one of the larger batches that I've had in a single batch of eggs, or a clutch of eggs. So I am excited to see, you know, how they do. Obviously, you know, cross my fingers to making sure, you know, most of these guys will make it all the way to a certain size, because, you know, even at this size, even though we get them at this size, you know, not all of them will make it, unfortunately. All that we can do and control is, you know, keeping the tank clean, feeding them, and hoping that they grow. Well, yeah, so that's just a quick update on what's going on in the fish room. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. Like always, guys, peace.